Ah, okay, good. I went with a simpler topic. The other topic was a little too hard to narrow down. See, the other topic I was planning on, I may plan for a week Sunday because I need to wait and see after what happens with Trump in China. Um, the latest in Iran, the Iran disinformation. There was like three topics today I wanted to go over different. One was this one, which is a more casual. The other one was the Keir Starmer's regime collapsing in Europe, but I need to do more research because that's worse than trying to forensically. Hello, I sort her.
I swear. He said he was going to be here for a few.
Yes,
Hello.
I was gonna basically do the thing on the Keir Starmer coming to an end, but I don't think he is. It's gonna be interesting. I get probably think that save that for next week. I mean, losing your cabinet positions, but that system is a lot more fragile. I mean, technically, reform is winning seats, but it's a sight to behold that. But Starmer is not gonna probably resign. I don't think he might be defunct, but that's gonna be a harder thing. I mean, that's a harder thing to track down within 3 days.
I have no clue what they're talking about.
I don't either. No, Starmer. Look, Starmer has the problem of if he does anything wrong, they're all going to go to the Greens, and the Greens are worse than liberal. The problem is, too, they don't have the position of power. So it's more forensic. Plus, you have to look into it differently as an American because, I mean, Lotus Eaters and other people have the hate boner against Starmer, and you need to look. I need to find all the articles because apparently it started from an election, and there's several other different elections going on,
Mm,
and they will. It's similar
Orange.
to like U.S. has midterms going on because we just had the Virginia case happen that said the Democrats are now saying you can't trust the courts in gerrymandering because Virginia was going to be, if you look at a lot of the cases with gerrymandering,
Mhm.
they said it was potentially illegal because
I
the
don't,
way
I
some
don't
of
even know
the
what gerrymandering is. What is that exactly?
they redistrict states, like
Okay.
Virginia was. See, the Virginia ruling is hurting the Democrats now, and it's rippling nationwide because they had districts. They would redistrict Congress people and other people
Mm,
to where conservatives couldn't win,
okay.
and it's really funny because by the time we get to midterms politics, I'll probably be sick of politics before that period because the Virginia case is just the beginning. Meanwhile, we have Cory Booker and other Democrats trying to stop David Ellison from
Yeah.
taking over with Paramount taking over another media company like it matters.
Mhm.
As I said, the Iran conflict is a really interesting one. The disinformation about it is really bad because everyone misses the forest from the trees on it. Because you have to ask this question, even you, Miss Sparkles.
What? What question?
Notice we haven't been brought to heel on it by the Middle East, by the Chinese, by the Russians at all.
Yeah.
Putin is not said nothing. Xi Jinping hasn't said shit. But if you look at our American media, you're thinking that Donald Trump is getting his ass kicked. Now, arguably, I will say it's causing Trump to bleed, but not in the manners you're thinking.
Well, I just saw an article saying that is coming back from China.
Well, yeah, he's coming back from China. China literally delivered us 5 major fentanyl dealers, not like they set them up and used them for all their worth prior. But it's similar to a lot of the Iran disinformation. But the problem is they're not covering Iran attacking desalination plants and oil facilities. And the reason why oil is also going up universally now again is not totally Iran's fault, because Ukraine just did a drone strike on a Russian oil facility this week.
Oh yeah.
Iran also broke a temporary truce and struck a oil facility in the UAE. So, and literally someone tried to tell me they can use drones to attack a ship. Now, the problem that Iran has that they don't tell people is their wells are filling up. They can't get them out. They're losing $400 to $500 million a day. It doesn't matter if they're doing $2 million for a ship to get through. All that oil building up, they can't do anything with it. And the thing is, we're not going to put boots on the ground, because I actually saw something that was more interesting that he said Trump would put boots on the ground. It's a Chinese professor. Some of it's interesting. I have to send it to them to look at it. It's a 2-hour conversation with a tiree of a tech CEO, that guy, recently. He basically said, and I don't agree with the premise, because it's not that shock and awe doesn't work. The problem is the IRGC is way too unpredictable. They would make the insurgency in Iraq look like a fucking summer spring, a summer wind, basically. And the problem is, each of those armies there's 31 different armies. And no one, it's more hostile. It would be more hostile than Afghanistan to invade, because each one of those IRGCs armies are their own cells. Basically, it's hard for even Iran to control them, but for us to fight, it would basically be fighting a fucking individual commander, and you would have to almost blow up the mountain they're inside.
No.
That's the thing. That's what people don't get tactically about what's going on with Iran. Because with Iran, like, they can say they have all this technology, but personally, they haven't done shit by blocking off the Strait of Hormuz. They've threatened it, and the only thing they've accomplished is causing shipping rates to be not insured going through the Strait of Hormuz.
Mm-hmm.
Now, China would give two shits if they didn't have other resources. I mean, they're not hurting. They're not. But everyone thinks that Trump is getting so much of a black eye and whatever else. But one thing like Dane and others don't get in mainstream media, you can't negotiate with evil. And half the time, we don't even know who we're negotiating with.
Yeah.
We can't even tell anymore because the mullahs don't really have power. The IRGC just is the puppet of everybody else. I mean, literally, it's the moment we even tried to set troops into Iran,
Yeah.
it would basically be like X Day in Japan if Japan hadn't surrendered.
Sorry.
You don't know about that.
No, I don't know.
If you know historically. So X Day was the invasion of Japan by basically the US, where it would have been a bloody bastion that every beach we would have landed upon, the losses on the first wave off the boats would have been 60%.
Oh, okay.
So you're talking Normandy, every beach we would have landed upon would have been a Normandy.
Oh, okay.
And then we would have had to subdue Japan city by city. And I bet, and the Japanese would have all fought to the death. Majority of them. Down to the men, women, and children.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
You are talking a scenario that would, if Japan would have survived, would have been a very different place, and they would have wound up with about a good third of their population just murdered. And every single time we tried to go help them, they would have probably tried to stab our soldiers, and we would have just wound up torching entire villages out of fanatic loyalty. And that is what you're going to be fighting with the IRGC. Basically, they are not going to surrender. They're basically like the soldiers still fighting in the hills, even after the Japanese surrender. They wouldn't surrender. They would act like they're surrendering and then try to blow up the soldiers with grenades.
Oh, no.
There is a dark period of World War II they don't talk about. And that's why we do not want to fuck with well, technically you don't even want to be in Iran. But the problem is, if Obama did what he was supposed to in 2008, or let's say back in 2008, 2009, when the Green Party tried to take over, we wouldn't have been they wouldn't be as entrenched as they are.
Oh.
You can thank Obama for that one. But yeah, the Iran situation is a very much an interesting one where it is.
Is it the reason why stuff costs so much? Also, partly it's because my state is crazy and is doing a lot of taxes anyways.
See, I'm gonna have to, you know what? You're going to review the Odyssey with us.
I talked to him about the Odyssey because I asked him about.
You're going to have to look at the Nolanization of your culture, and you're going to have to tell me how you like Elliot Page as Achilles. Actually, I'm wondering. I'm gonna actually. I have a better. I hope he uses Elliot Page in a better role. I want Elliot Page in a better role. I want to say he's not going to be Achilles. He's going to be Paris.
Why?
I think that's the name. The
You think that's
one,
him? Okay. Well, that's not very. I don't know if I believe that. Okay. You don't even know if
look,
that's the name.
no. So Nolan had one job. The better
Yeah.
role for Elliot Page would be the Prince of Troy, who stole Helen
Mm.
and wanted to marry her.
Why?
Oh, Miss Spark. Oh, you don't
I
get
don't
it.
know the story. I don't know the story, honestly. I really
Sorter
don't.
does.
Yeah, I suck.
So the reason why it happened, right? He wanted to go to war. The father wanted to go to war with everybody to begin with. Daughter was taken. So he became smitten with her.
Mm.
And he took her back to Troy.
Okay.
And that would be more damning if she did being fucking Achilles.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Jesus.
I don't know what they are, but they showed her in the mud. I mean, him in the mud, him in the mud. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I still can't get past. Look, you're going to have to understand. Elliot Page is the same person that was in Juno. I can't get past that. No.
Oh, Sorter put something in the chat about Elliot Page, and it didn't go through. Hmm. It should be better, boy.
What? What do you mean? Elliot Page is going to be fine. The Odyssey is going to be okay. First time I heard about it, I'm like, it's going to be great.
Yeah, you're so excited.
I'm like, no. I think everyone said it was probably going to be a goddamn dumpster fire because we didn't need to see the black fucking hell on a Troy to figure that one out.
Maybe.
I mean, God, that thing's worse. We're 2 months out from the release of that one. I mean, hell, I was actually gonna watch for shits and grins the Desert Warrior, the Desert King, the Anthony Mackie movie. That one released to a fart in the wind. So it's supposed to be. It's based on a pre.
Hmm.
It's based on a pre-Islamic poem or saga story,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. Kendrick. Is it
Uh,
Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar is going to be the poet.
oh, you mean the other? Yeah, no, I believe like no, the other favorite is with the Odyssey.
Female
He said
Frodo
it
died
was
in talk
his.
about it again.
No, he said Nolan said rapper trap music is similar to oral storytelling.
Yeah.
I I have respect for Christopher Nolan.
No. Dear.
He needs to not do any more interviews.
He's trying to make it better.
Well, did James Gunn make it better?
No.
No. The more you hear the I am more I look, Francis Ford Coppola, right? He did Megapolis, the film that came out that was like his glory vision. But I actually liked the film with Adam Driver in it. But it's it's an odd film, but I like
Not
it.
that ugly. She's actually pretty. She's just should be Helen.
Look, North just is stepped foot into a project. He had what? He had one assignment. One assignment.
We're about
That's
to be
to do fucking thing. They're saying that I remember the left hating it. Now the right hates the film only because Elliot Page is part of the cast.
You should have let me co-stream with you. We'd have more people in the chat.
What, co-stream?
Yeah.
You can have more. You can always send it out.
I did send it out.
Well, you can do your own. I should do things an hour ahead of time, but I don't do it.
No, fine.
No. Co-stream, whatever. Don't have, do say co-stream or put your other out. No, the thing with Elliot Page, right, is the whole thing with Troy, with the Odyssey, it's going to be a dumpster fire worse than Napoleon. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We thought Napoleon was going to be bad. Odyssey is going to be better and worse. But then someone is going to jump in and say, wasn't Brad Pitt Achilles? He at least made it work. He made it work. So, Sorter, were you...
I didn't like that Troy movie at all, though.
Huh? Troy was not even well liked.
No, I didn't like that at all. And I didn't like Alexander either.
You didn't like Alexander because you didn't like the theory that he had a gay sex boy on the side.
No, I don't remember why I didn't like it. That wasn't the reason why. I completely forgot about that part.
Or the fact he was in love with his mother.
I forgot about that. But yeah, but I remember I liked Gladiator.
You know what? Unironically, Gladiator, even Gladiator 2, despite being historically inaccurate, was actually an entertaining film.
The second one?
Mm-hmm.
No, really? Didn't they have rap music?
It was supposed to be set during the time of the 5 emperors.
We was kings. Yeah.
Well, okay. Jokes aside about what the casting is.
Uh-huh.
He actually does that role really well. But even despite it being historically inaccurate to a degree, that
what's his name? Denzel Washington?
Yeah. It's basically set during the time of the 5 emperors.
Oh, okay.
Which, that's another interesting period. See, my specialization in history is classical history.
It would be.
Classical history, modern history, and probably history after the Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
To about, especially invariant. Though I don't pay attention to Middle Age history. I mean, that's likely is very much more bullshit and more fanciful.
Why?
They call it the Dark Age for reasons.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's very romanticized, but nothing goes on. Unironically, I know more about the Japanese Middle Ages. Now that's a subject history. But that's a super niche version of history, though. That's the history pre-Edo. The rise of the samurai. Even the Japanese forgot about it. The majority of it. Most people don't know that. Most people, they base all their history of Japan only extend shortly before the late Shingaku period. Most of the people,
on what I read,
they don't know about the actual Middle Ages and the rise of the samurai.
Because I read a study about Japan. I won't get into it. And then I watched. Japan's history is really weird. And it is.
No, a lot of their own history, they don't even. That's why the show Shogun is actually really good.
Mm,
Because, like, if you remember in Shogun,
I didn't watch that.
so okay, the
I don't
way.
simp for Japan like a lot of you guys do.
See, what people don't realize is what they
Mm-hmm.
showed in Shogun, especially in the remake,
Mm-hmm.
the series. The way that they sit is the way when they sit during tea is the
Mm-hmm.
way it's like the tea sitting. That is the way they set now
What do you mean?
formally.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They was not. It was more established because everyone knows of Japan. Even their own people romanticize it, like the Chinese romanticize the Three Kingdoms. Um, the Three Kingdoms are very highly romanticized by the Chinese in the ancient times. The Edo period is what Japan got known for. The late Shingaku period and the period prior to that, most of them forget. A lot of the formal traditions set forth in Japan go back to the late Shingaku period
Mm-hmm.
and the early Edo period.
Mm-hmm.
So, give or take. So, they basically lost their own history. That's
Oh,
why I
okay.
said that's why a lot of history. So, and they kind of forgot the rise, how the samurai actually rose to power. I mean, it wasn't always that way. I mean, they Toragawa had a lot to do with it. He
Mm-hmm.
also had this whole thing. He abolished what came before, and he technically ruled. His whole family line technically ruled. That's actually why Assassin's Creed Shadows is very offensive
Oh, okay.
because you do not joke about the woman he was flirting with
Why?
in the game.
Oh, okay. But why?
So in the game, I can't think of her name right now.
Mm.
Lady Lady O is her name. That one. She is the mother in the lineage of 18 Japanese emperors.
Oh,
So when Ubisoft did that, you really pissed off Japan.
yeah.
You do not fuck with that kind of tradition and make light out of it. She goes to at least 18 empresses and emperors of Japan. That's why history is very interesting to me. Like, I'll watch historical films. The Odyssey, I'm going to watch in horror. I watched Mortal Kombat. I have my own rant about that eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we'll get to the main topic. Yes, Sorter.
The sword is back like a heart attack.
Sorter. Sorter, you're going to enjoy reviewing the Odyssey in all of its glory. And if you say it is not a modern masterpiece, I'm going to be disappointed. Now, I will accept throwing up a couple of times, but that movie is going to be the dumpster fire of the year.
Maybe. We still have more. I still have a lot
I
of left.
don't know. No, that's going to be a dumpster fire.
It is, but I mean, there might be worse after. You never know.
Okay, Madam Web level. Mm,
Yeah.
That's also why I want you there, because I know you'll be screaming at the top of your lungs. I know Stelios will love it too. You get to have the face that launched 1,000 ships is a skinny ass African woman, and they're gonna try to say there was Black Greeks.
Never know.
God, you have one assignment. You have one assignment. And people thought that you think a Clash of Titans was offensive. You think that one was offensive, potentially, with the
To be with
gods and
kings.
oh no, it's gonna get worse. He's going to actually depict the gods in it too.
No, he's not. He's not putting the gods in at all. He's taking the gods out.
Oh, I'll wait to see on that one.
No, so he's taking the gods out. He's gonna make it like what people would think stuff was like back then.
Oh, I could probably filter you out when you do it. Look, Lumi's gonna review that. She knows it's a dumpster fire. We all know it's a dumpster fire.
The ugly mermaid.
Look, you just say she's ugly.
I hate that kind of mermaid. It's just that kind of mermaid. It's not my thing.
No. It's like you say Amalgamite. Amalgamite's doing stuff with V now.
Yeah.
See, technically, you know why you don't ever hear from me? Because I usually watch. Arch is one of the few streams I ever watch. I still need to get. I need to get through the one when they talk to Metatron.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, the talking to Metatron is Arch talking to Metatron is like a dream come true.
I have a reason why I don't like Metatron anymore.
What?
I don't remember. I just know I stopped following him because he can't.
Metatron does nothing wrong.
Is that true?
Besides sometimes make React slop.
Yeah, there was something else he got wrong, but I don't remember.
I'm sorry, you don't like a Greek man?
No,
he's not Greek. He's Sicilian.
Oh, good for him. That's Italian, right? I like Italian men. I like red.
Oh no, Sorter, the trailer. I saw a section of the trailer of Odyssey. The giants in full plate armor, in the full plate iron armor, in oh god, that film is gonna kill me. Sorter, yes. Just watch the trailer. I did not even know Nolan did this. So apparently it's Agamemnon. So I can't say that. Getting attacked by 5 soldiers in head to toe iron armor with helmets that look like knights from the Middle Ages.
Jester Bell is talking about the Nolan Odyssey, and all I could see was what article she's reading.
Everyone's trying to get out ahead of it.
It says
the
Hathaway was pleasantly surprised when she read Nolan's script and saw the queen doesn't just sit around and weep. Yeah.
There's actually a guy in there that looks like he has the Batman Greek armor. It's a Greek iron version of the bat suit. I cannot wait to just look. That film is going to it's going to kill me to review. But I'm going to review it for the sheer hell that it's going to be. It's not even going to be. It's going to make Gladiator 2 look like a summer breeze.
Yeah.
Where they fuck it up. I just want Elliot Page to be Paris, who takes Helen away. Just all I want. Don't make her Achilles. No. Make her as the one to takes Paris, takes her, the one that takes Helen to Troy, attempting to say they're in love. And then he's also gonna, before we move on, he's gonna apparently butcher the fucking horse. They're gonna say they're gonna save the horse from the sea. It isn't gonna have any mythology to it.
Yeah, it's I don't understand what they're thinking. Well, I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe once an Oscar bait is what someone else was saying.
I don't even think it's Oscar bait. It's just fucking. Look, Odyssey, I swear, started off as a good idea. And then he just got a bunch of A-listers. Because apparently Robert Patterson's going to be in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just this hodgepodge of actors that looks like. Look, it's going to make Napoleon and Gladiator 2 look good.
It's crazy. Yeah, they're going to make her not just sit there and wait for. They're going to elevate the female characters, is what it looks like they're.
I don't know if it's based on the. Like, if it's based on the feminist retelling of the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to be worse. So we get into the main topic today. What is it? Really? Memnon. That's Jesus. That's one thing. See, it's not that you're required to read classical literature. Unironically, I'm good at. So in English, like,
when do you have time? You just did 11-hour stream. I saw your thing.
I know, I did. My sleep pattern's been fucked for a month.
Yeah, you should take care of
you can think you can. I mean, I bet I have still been busy. Prior to that,
nothing can happen to you. That's what stresses me.
What do you mean? I
don't
reset my sleep pattern. I do. I did my ketchups thing, and I'm not
good. Okay.
I did my own. Then I took for about 3 hours. I mean, Jesus. The last I remember, it was like 11 o'clock. I logged into Division, and I did the 3 retaliations. Then I immediately logged off, laid my head down. Next thing I know, it was 1:27.
Look how beautiful I am now. Wait, hold on.
Well, you have your
I'm
trash.
so pretty.
You have your trash pandas.
I love trash pandas. No. I just changed it. I'm gorgeous. It's okay.
No, by the way, before I forget, Sorter, what's this crap that I keep hearing that there was actually black people in the Trojan War? That's because of Memnon, right? Because it would have been canonically, correct me if I'm wrong, it would have been late Bronze Age prior to the invasion of the Sea People. Because it would have been before, because I forget how long before the collapse, the Trojan War takes place. Because they didn't have iron, they mostly had bronze.
Why do condoms call themselves Trojan?
Why the fuck do the people call themselves Spartans?
No. I was wondering why the condoms called themselves Trojans. Trojan, that's all. Never mind. No.
Yeah, because it's that weird thing of the Africans. Like, not even Egyptians were traditionally black. I mean, you had later black pharaohs that would not been, they got obliterated from history, but they ruled for about 100 years. But it would have been in the late Bronze Age, because that's one of those films I know about the history of it, and I'm like, but see, the thing I actually like to see sorter would know about it, is the history of the sea people. To this day, we do not know where they came from. All
Well,
we know is they popped up around the collapse of the Bronze Age. And they had a very lasting effect. And I am very surprised that a lot of people have never made movies about it.
why?
But what?
Why would
The
they?
late Bronze Age collapse? So they got colloquially known as the Sea People. The Sea People invaded people by seas, and they weren't the Phoenicians either.
Okay.
They were a collection of raiders and other people who basically left their mark everywhere. And rumor is they would have been tied to Atlantis or fleeing a major disaster. And they basically reshaped. Well, technically, they say they helped with the collapse of the Bronze Age, but there was something else that went on. But that's a different matter. See, Sorter might know about that, but that's only for history people. It was an entire ecological collapse. It was a civilization collapse. The old systems fell apart, and we still do not know where the sea people came from. But they did not originate purely from one part. Yep, that's the thing. But to the main topic, the quartering. I've been kind of putting this off. Everyone does the shit for the quartering for views. I think they've been doing this stuff for the views. Everyone does it.
Yeah. True.
I will say, I know, take a little bit. The thing about the quartering drama is
All right. Okay.
it's so spiraling so bad. I'm waiting for the RTU moment where he nukes his channel on YouTube with 1 million plus subs.
I'm Garfield. Yeah, he did. That's what I read. I'm Garfield now. Yeah.
Are you sure he deleted the quartering?
Well, that's what I just read. Want me to go double check? I mean, watched about.
Hold on. All I gotta do is look up his main channel. His main channel is still here.
Oh, then I don't know what they're talking about. Then never mind.
Don't listen to misinformation.
Well, it's just there was more than one person said his channel was gone.
His channel is not fucking gone. He ain't RTU who just. I'm hoping he's not the RTU that just.
Well, Sean had called it out, said that his channel was gone missing.
He's not so stupid to delete his main channel.
Sean had annoying.
So, okay, here's where I came aware of the modern drama with him. I used to watch the quartering way back when, and then he just went to React Slop and everything else. Okay?
Yep.
He went worse before the whole 15 videos to Brie Larson. The man made YouTube content for
No one. He was he was like
No,
not.
he went from unsleeved media because technically he was a Magic the Gathering channel. He got
Okay.
unceremoniously kicked out because he supposedly harassed Christine Sprinkles, who was also a cosplayer being used and abused by Wizards of the Coast.
Ooh.
By the way, for free, may I add.
Ooh.
The funny part about it is the
Yeah.
cosplayers that are now that you see in Magic go back years. Christine Sprinkles was one of them. She supposedly, and most Magic players did not really like the Quartering nor Desolation Magic, but he comes from the Wisconsin Magic scene and Michigan scene. They don't really have a good reputation. But the idea was, and then he started it. Now he's over the years through channels, played with algorithms.
Yeah.
He would put out 4 videos a day. He would do all sorts of stuff, blow up his sector. Now, realistically, a lot of this recent stuff stems from this. I mean, I was telling her before this, he made, he's making the Jarbo fall from grace look good. He's making Wings of Redemption's fall from grace look good. And then the after effects, it's touching every section of YouTube. Big section.
Hmm.
Probably it's because of who he struck. Like he struck Camelot. Apparently he struck New Blackstreet as well. They got removed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, see, besides the other thing that's going around YouTube, I may have to just look into it and do something on. And it's not that it's hazardous. It's the I kind of have the hot take on the inauthentic content.
Mm-hmm.
Like I agree with Upper Echelon, a lot of that needs to be removed, but you got that, but you also got Hambly was just striking people left and right. He struck Mikey no more. Now, the interesting part about this is a lot of this recent spiral happened not he's always had a war with Kino Casino.
The quartering?
Mm-hmm.
Not they didn't really go after him like they were recently though.
He threatened to strike them before.
Oh.
So the clip channel he got so I remember, see, the quartering's also been that one that the anti-chuds like to use, that they say that chud space is failing,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
The problem is everyone's views are down. Like my views finally went up. It was down for the first section or 1 or 2 months. The quartering was having view issues, and he was blaming others. Like he started blaming like geeks and gamers. He went after Jeremy Prime. You know, that was a dumb thing. Turned into a Twitter war. He's been in a couple of death spirals recently. As of late last year, most people were looking at it like when he brought in Melanie Mack, what was left of the drama sphere. It's getting worse because last year his views started slipping. Everyone saw it. It was like at one point you had to ask the quartering who, because most people didn't even know what his content was anymore. He had basically been in a death spiral for so long that he would put out his channels under attack. Mm. Yeah, he nuked his Twitter down. That's what probably everyone does. That's why I said, like, I'm seeing the other thing I'm seeing too is the moral faggotry from this. It's worse. That's why I never wanted to talk about it. Like Chrissy Mayer. Yeah, Chrissy Mayer is not the brightest bulb in the tree, but she's friends with a quartering. Everyone knows that.
Who
Everyone
is?
knows Melanie Mack is friends with a quartering and his co-host. So was Brittany Venti. The problem itself is, yeah, he got to the slop content, and then it was being filtered out by YouTube. That's exactly more the correct thing, the phrase I was thinking of. I was tired. Wouldn't know that. The concept is he was supposed to go over his finances with Caleb Hammer,
Oh yeah.
and he was going to show it to Kino Casino. Now, arguably, I would have said that's the dumbest move he could have made.
Why did you agree to that?
But the problem is he's already been mini locale status. I mean, striking out at Mikey no more was probably not a good idea.
Not all of them. The way he's been going off, and then super chatting Chrissy Mayer.
I mean, technically, if we're going to go down the further route from the guilt by association, which gets into the aftermath part, I mean, FNT isn't keeping Chrissy off. I mean, the problem, I haven't really liked FNT for a very long time. I can't watch a stream with 10 talking heads.
Yeah.
I don't even know why Arch goes on there.
Oh, it was on there.
Arch has been on there twice this year.
Oh, I don't watch them at all.
But see, you don't get good conversation. Arch is friends with both Disparu and Shad. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? And the funny thing is, he can actually do enlightenment on the culture war because I waited to Arch was going to put out his video that the left is the left movement, but what leftist liberals want is basically a movement of death. Now, it sounds extreme, but that video was waiting on because Arch was working on it. It means modern liberalism is basically a death cult. Basically, they tear down everything, then they tear down themselves. And it's very historical. Like, I want Multi to react to it, but Multi would not understand it fully. Sorter, you would, because he goes back to founders of progressivism. But then there's other parts I've seen on FNT, right? Arch is there, he puts an insight. Now, Gundam, it's too busy for Gundam. That's why Gundam has never gone back. And apparently, from what I've heard from Nanners, Gundam is a control freak for his image.
Uh-huh.
That's why he. But my theory is he's too much of a stoner now. See, I think a lot of what's happened with the quartering is it's very similar that will be Nerderotic's fall, but Nerderotic will adjust his content. Because the thing with Chrissy Mayer, that's a way down the line. Because a lot of the stuff you see with the quartering is I was trying to piece together the timeline this year, why the quartering eventually just imploded. So he had a little mini dispute with Kino Casino. None of these people have one moral leg to stand on. None of these people do. They're all rotten to a degree. But see, Jeremy is doing the YouTuber part where you either live long enough to retire,
You
maybe
replace
go
your
in
pet.
maybe go into mediocrity. Like Matt Pat basically retired from YouTube. PewDiePie found a way out. Somehow Jacksepticeye has survived over the years. Drama free, Markiplier the same way. Now, some of these people, then some crash out horribly. Look at Keemstar in Old Cal Universe. Then look at people like RTU, Linus Tech Tips. Linus Tech Tips basically quartering is going to go out flaming with a combination of RTU mixed with Matt Jarbo. He's still going to have a cult and a fan base that's going to view his slot content.
He's a precious baby.
Okay, you bring up the fact that he is.
He's a good boy.
You're talking. Say, what about the cocaine gay sex parties?
I don't know about that. I know about the cocaine though.
The cocaine laced gay sex orgies with Andy Worski.
That was crazy.
God, I heard that. I'm like, oh, I can't. I can't look at that. There's a section of the internet I can't look at.
Wow, that's amazing.
I
Yeah.
know you were joking. I
It's
know.
amazing for you though that you can't look at that part of the internet. Lies.
What?
Yeah, you know you dig deep.
I have my weird parts of the internet that I like.
Ah,
Look, I like
like
my
rich stuff. No kidding.
what?
I'm kidding.
Have you ever noticed why some days I don't do shit on Sundays when Arch does his VTM campaign?
No why?
I try to catch that live.
Oh.
What?
No, I believe you. you're an arch simp. I already know this about
No, the VTM campaign is my version of long form television.
Oh.
I like to catch it live. And I don't like it when people interrupt me. As someone interrupted my stuff over weekends for about a month.
Oh no.
Because they wanted gay drama.
I know who it is.
No, you don't know who they are, and they're in war campaign in CG. And one is named Todd, the other one is named Matt, who runs a YouTube channel based on Magic the Gathering.
Mm.
And he's a fat 300. Just to give you an idea, when I say my opponents are really stupid, they all scream in unemployment and failure. Matt is a 340, supposedly 6'3" or 6'4", and bisexual, so is his wife.
Oh, gross. Oh, yeah, I know. You told me about him.
Yeah, I told you about him. And he basically LARPs as a fucking disturbed character. Yeah, he can go fuck himself. Very 15 ways from Sunday, like he already has it. And he is so fat, he can't even tie his own shoes. And
Doesn't he
if
do a
I
fake
want.
British accent too, or something like that? Like,
No,
what was that?
he's supposed to be a black hobbit, yes. And the dude basically has Twitter blue, and he spends his days going after the manosphere when he's the furthest thing from an alpha Chad. And he says he towers over me. No, being fat, you could even walk way halfway across the room without going huff, huff, huff.
Huff puff.
That was my saga for a whole month, and then I had games to catch up on because I had to nuke one of my Twitters because someone else wanted to go around and play a docs game before he went off to Blue Sky. Disparity.
Yes, but maybe we shouldn't talk about them so you don't have any more
No,
drama.
there's no worry about that. It won't happen. Disparity is going to be on a short list if he ever comes back. But then again, I don't dwell on opponents.
Yes, sir.
Be thankful because I know about Disparity's real life. And when me, LG, and other people really burst his bubble, because I do have a topic I want to do, performative gamers.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Performative gamers. And it does kind of apply to Jeremy, too. Jeremy was a lot of performative when he did slot content. Now, performative is more worsened than insulting now. But Jeremy was basically, he's been in a death spiral for about a year and a half, at least a year. His views were declining. He would try to get his views up. He went to war with Warski or the Warski Clip channel once. He reported, I think, what was it, Warski's channel for ban evasion.
Yeah.
They just got unbanned, and then he got the Casino Clips channel taken down. That was managed by another guy.
Yeah, it was the editor.
The editor.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like someone striking Eliza Clips.
They did.
If all these names sound familiar, if you've been around YouTube for a decade, you know who these people are. Like, if you've watched YouTube at some point, you've heard of Eliza Clips.
Alyssa.
Supposedly it's a real woman.
It is a real woman, but she's a liar on a lot of things, but I don't want to get into it.
A woman is a liar?
Shut your face, you dirty whore.
God.
Yeah, it's if you're into low-cal stuff.
Well, technically.
Guess who watches Katie did? It depends on watches Katie did.
I pity him.
I don't know why he does. I haven't talked to him yet, but it was on the side of, you know, where you see the channels that you watched recently. I haven't asked him why she's on the side of there. And then when I mentioned it, he hit her. But why?
Look, there's a whole story on basically when you get as big as modern YouTube, because apparently CG interjects with every corner of the internet. It's like finding a corner of the internet that's not touched by Dick Masterson. Everyone by 6 degrees of separation is related to fucking Dick Masterson. Same thing with the quartering. Quartering tried to bust an algorithm at some point. And the current one was, all I can remember is he was in a very bad spiral. It got worse again. He started threatening people. And he was going to go on with Caleb Hammer to talk about finances because Kino Casino was saying he was broke. He started taking Kino Casino too seriously, despite them being their own worst enemy. Like that whole section of the internet would rip itself apart given the right feud. Like
Sure.
Mersh actually even went in on Tony, which was funny.
Mersh is stupid.
Mersh is entirely sane. You're gonna
Him with the freaking nasty what's her name, Dagger Pussy or Ice Dancer. No.
Oh no! All these people, Mersh, I think he's had a run in with quartering before.
Oh, probably.
You know?
Yeah.
So
probably.
there's a whole thing. It's like quartering has been around YouTube and every section of YouTube at some point too. But it gets really weird because to set the stage for this, I'm going to take a little side detour and remind people of Matt Jarbo.
What about him?
Well, so the quartering basically has been on the Matt Jarbo journey for a while. Matt Jarbo was a really big YouTuber, and I'll have to put up his original channel. He had like 1 million plus. He had like
he was okay
100,000 plus subs. He blew it up because he started being a flaggot.
Yes, and why was he flagging? He was flagging people.
I forget the exact reason. When it blew up, it just blew up very quick, and then he deleted his YouTube channel.
Oh, he flagged people that were talking about his past stories that he would tell about him, like doing stuff.
I'm actually hearing do you know what the funny part about it is? I'm hearing about the Matt redemption arc now. They're saying
this is
he had another child and he's been delivering for Uber Eats, so he now fucking has redemption.
Well, no, he works in Seattle as a what do you call it? He went on Review Text like last year to talk about it, or the year before.
He actually got a real job, not delivering Uber Eats.
No, he's what do you call it? Well, he might. He was doing Seattle's terrorism tourist. He was like one of those tourism ban things, driving that around.
Yeah.
Where you like point out stuff, but he might not be doing that now. But did you know he was supposed to have he was supposed to do stuff with the Review Tech and everything? They were gonna have like a thing together and everything.
Well, you told me Saggy Melons is supposed to actually co-host.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Gonna happen, yeah.
Hey, look, you go from Tony to working with another fat loser. God, how time flies. No, the thing with Matt Jarbo, he eventually, I'd have to go find out the exact like Reddit, like when he started like flagging channels. Even Matt Jarbo started to, when he threatened to flag people, Matt Jarbo tried to stop the quartering, only to be mocked. Like, when Matt Jarbo tells you not to do something, you might want to listen occasionally.
He always comes out under a rock whenever something like this. He did it when Ethan Ralph's shit came out. When him and Mr.
It honestly comes out from under his rock every so often as a moral warning.
Then people realize how freaking annoying he is, and he goes back.
Oh no, he goes back out. I said something to him, and I basically I think on Twitter when I was like at one point, he went after like Renowned at one point for something odd. And I'm like, aren't you the dude that was just a flaggot? And all you got to do is shut him down is you got to say, oh yeah, you're the has-been with who blew up his YouTube by flagging videos. Oh, by the way, for the record, you're not supposed to report other YouTubers officially.
People report. I think it happens more often. What?
It happens more often than you think, but there used to be the old code of conduct.
Yeah,
Unless it was doxing or actual harassment, you never report another YouTube channel.
yeah.
It's the law of the internet. If you can't be made fun of, then don't be on YouTube.
They got my favorite locals channel taken down. It's completely deleted off YouTube. People
Who?
reported it to in submission reported it till it was erased. Carmex. Pretty mad about it.
I mean, look, Dane, by the way, is best friends with Matt Jarbo.
Why?
Don't know. Dane, you know what's interesting? Dane is one of those motherfuckers that has been insidious. He's been in every section of YouTube as well. He's more involved with the not just the anti-Eric stuff, but I'll touch upon that. So Matt Jarbo blew up his own YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably still find it.
Yeah, Keemstar was involved with that. Nick Diorio, Ethan Ralph. When they were like, show your history, trying to show his history.
And the thing is, Matt Jarbo had a larger channel. He still has it. It has like probably 100,000 plus subs, but the channel's useless.
Mundane Matt is what he used to be called.
I'll tell you the first time I ever heard that term. Mm-hmm. Guess where it came from?
What?
It was on It's a Gundam.
Oh, really?
He was called Mundane Rock Collector.
Yeah, the Boulder. Yeah. What was it?
He got called Boulder Boy.
Yeah, because he was supposedly, because one of the times you're supposed to show his history, he was getting boulders by the river with his son, rolling him uphill. Yes, late at night. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, Matt Jarbo's original channel, and the problem is, Matt Jarbo.
Yeah, he made a video on this 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. He still streams here. Like, I think it's like he has 2 channels. Like, he does other. It's basically the one. He doesn't get the views like he used to. You know.
Yeah.
He's Jarbo's the odd person. Jarbo's this really.
Yeah, he's been talking about the quartering quite a bit.
Well, of course he is. Right here. He's also been on this whole AI slop thing for a while. Even though he's used it. You know? He's kind of getting some views back, but he's not getting the views like he does. He's more known for this channel than anything else now. Basically. How the mighty have fallen. He was one of the weird, I call it the original cinephiles of YouTube. He would talk about movies. That's a face only a mother would love. He has not aged well. He still has a good voice. He has a voice for radio, of course.
I'm watching a 7-year-old video that's quartering. I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is like when you look at Jarbo's channel, like his lives as shorts. This is probably this video. This was the one where he actually talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, it's 7 years old. And it's about the quartering. It's the quarterings telling Matt Jarbo what to do.
Matt Jarbo still is not pissed off after all these years. 2026, folks.
He does have a very punchable face. Oops.
And this, it did break out of the sector.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The scenario's breaking containment. When Jarbo tells you,
Oh yeah, when Matt, that's what I was gonna say. Matt took a credit for Gamergate, and Mr. Medicare said he could have it.
and that's the infamous one that was around YouTube, by the way. That's the Matt Jarbo one. Matt Jarbo warned him, and I think that was like a month ago, something. The date of that?
What you were just watching?
Yeah.
I think it's at 3 weeks, yeah.
I have to go back to his tweet when he actually did that one. And the thing is, the problem is Matt Jarbo doesn't take his own advice.
Mm-hmm.
He just tried to go after Mahler, and Mahler told him, "Aren't you the guy? Interesting. The Flag It and Boulder Boy tried to come after me."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the quartering, look, when you're getting warnings from Matt Jarbo about being a Flag-It, there's your problem. You might.
Well, it looks like 7 years ago the quartering warned him too.
Yes. What do you mean?
I sent you the video.
I know. I believe it. Looked at it the other. Yeah, Matt Jarbo still, you see him on Twitter. Him going after Dev. I mean, It's a match made in hell, okay?
Really? That's funny.
What? I'm kind of glad that he. I'm kind of glad that he hasn't been back on.
Ooh.
Yeah, May 13th, he was still talking about the fandom menace. Yeah, so May 13th, he was talking about he still goes after FNT.
Well, he is a Disney dick sucker, so.
Is that actually good to say now?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere, and I do have the video. It's the one of the original ones. We'll see if I have to find it. It was one of the original allegations. I had it bookmarked because it was about a couple of weeks back that she that they started it after he started spiraling really bad. Jarbo came out about him,
Mm-hmm.
and then Melanie Mack did a short thing on it that squelched the fire for a couple of weeks, basically.
Yeah.
Then you had, and it kind of went away until Twitter got a hold of it, which, the problem with the whole quartering stuff is he tried to become self-aware. You can get out ahead of the drama. See, Melanie Mack is also another one of those that's,
I can't either.
I don't know what the word for her is. She's not a
Performer?
grifter.
Shit.
Her husband is interesting and as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
You know who she married?
Some Asian guy.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking white, like chuddiest of chuds and does really dumb statements.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm looking through here. That's why I said I really hope that certain people don't come after me because I got the spaces that will show disparities of fucking hypocrite.
Mm.
And I will go over that on stream.
Okay.
Yeah, but apparently I know I downloaded it somewhere. Possibly it's the Melanie Max. Melanie Mack did one thing to attempt to get out ahead of it,
Mm.
and was okay. You're talking about if you get out ahead of a drama. Let's see if I can find it on her. I gotta see if I can find it on her YouTube channel. I gotta see if I can find it on her YouTube channel. She basically went and then did the whole she did one where it was, and this was before the Chrissy Mayer thing. She decided to do the whole thing of I'm going to address it and hopefully pray. And it was it was a very 7-minute video. She got ahead of it for like about a week.
Fat pearly things.
Look, Melanie Mack is adorable. You just take You just hate
Oh,
it. You
God!
hate.
Why would you just? Because I
Why
made
would I be
Pearl fat.
cringe?
You're gonna freaking suck a dick. Why would you do that? He's
Because I want to torment you.
evil.
What?
You're evil. That's must. Just
I'm
because I made Pearl
sorry.
fat. Look how beautiful Pearl is. That's her true self.
Hey,
What? Hey, how you doing? What's up, buddy?
why are you doing that?
Because I can.
Actually, one of my favorite. I was more interested in the feud. With this whole like quartering, I was
Uh-huh.
more interested in the feud between Shu on Head and Hassan Piker.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was gone pretty fast.
No, it's very funny. I will give Shu on Head credit. She can be very witty, but she also misses why people slowly hated her over the years.
Sure.
I mean, technically, she's married with a kid.
Yeah, she married an
She
incel.
was
I don't know what the hell
she
that one
she was a liberal who actually went to the center because if correct me if I'm wrong, Dev hates Shu on Head, right?
Honestly, I don't know. What order does she? You know? Here, look
Well,
on a Playboy magazine. Yeah, there you go.
well, the joke was Dev wanted to screw her over and marry her at one point.
Look at that.
He had a unrequited crush on her.
So Deb would be a sexy Playboy bunny.
Dev had a crush on Shuon Head. The funniest thing that came out of
Really?
that is Hassan Piker watched. So Hassan Piker watched her videos, and he says you got people who are like 36 to 38 years old who goon to you.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that feud was a lot more interesting than this.
Yeah, but this overshadowed it.
See, apparently Melanie Mack also.
It's all-
Oh God. Part of her is aging well, but part of her is not.
What do you mean? Aging happens. It does.
Looking like you still shop at Spencer's or Hot Topic, yet after all this time, you really shouldn't.
Mm, the hair color I don't like on her. I will say that, but I can't judge her for her. I have collect stuffed toys. You like Dev as a Playboy bunny? Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you sorter likes it. Sorter jacks to it. And
She's
then get
also that born again Christian. I
I don't
hate
believe
to.
her being a Christian at
I
all.
will actually say she's a born again Christian,
Why? She has
but
so much crap
see,
wrong.
I think she deleted it. Nope, there it is. I have to go get this video. Yeah, so about a month ago, she did this one. Melanie Mack's video on the quartering was a month ago.
Yeah. Those stuff would die down by now. Hasn't.
No, Melanie Mack still caught shit from Brittany Venti.
Yeah, of
Eh,
course. This one.
I want to say a lot of her shit is staged. Melanie Mack has been kind of grifty. It's like I like Razor Fist, but Razor Fist is getting up there too.
Who's Razor Fist?
What? Who is he?
Yeah, I don't think I like him.
See, Melanie Mack. See, this is the video. she addresses it like she goes, I've been friends with a quartering for years.
Here goes off.
This is the topic. This is a real topic right here. How liberalism got into the churches. By the way, that's actually more sickening, especially with the other crap going on. There's a lot more topics I've ever had, and they're real topics, and there's a reason. Like this look that she does, she looks like she lives at Spencer's or Hot Topic and still shops there. It's I cannot make this up. It's worse. Like her channel, so she had more videos. She nuked a lot. That was her a year ago.
She like Shadowcon, whatever they call
it. But if you're ever talking a person who caught shit, she was the first one. She caught shit. Then Chrissy Mayer caught shit. Is the second one.
Yeah.
Now, the quarterings drama, it's evolved because he keeps getting worse. He nuked his Twitter. Here's what happened less than a week ago. So a week ago Wednesday, he said he would debate or talk to Yellow Flash. Came up with some sort of shit. Pulled out of it. How I found out about this is a video from Yellow Flash came out that showed up in my feed. And I mean, I watch Yellow Flash from time to time. The man's he's right once in a blue moon. He was supposed to talk to the quartering.
Oh yeah. I remember.
That was just less than a week ago that he pulled out of it. Then his producer pulled out of it a week ago. Chrissy Mayer, basically, he then went around privating his Twitter as well. And then deleting stuff all over the place. Yeah, see, Melanie Mack for the last 6 months, she basically got rid of her somehow I think her channel got demonetized or something. So she basically deleted a lot of videos. Now Eric Debunks is saying that's a victory. But she's been on the whole quartering train for a while. Because even when we go back, a lot of these people about Goonergate with Stellar Blade.
She originally started out with Review Tech USA, and then she threw him under the bus to go with the quartering.
Interesting. Then, see, Chrissy Mayer's always been friends with the quartering, too. This is why when I say this quartering drama has all sorts, because a lot of it is people are now confusing the timeline. Because the timeline all kind of spiraled when he was supposed to go on Caleb Hammer, talk about his finances. And I've heard rumors, at least, he makes a lot of tweets while he's drunk. A lot of these tweets that are getting him in trouble are coming when he's drunk.
Oh yeah, that's how he is. He was gonna do that.
That's one of those things because if you go back to his tweets, and a lot of people will say that he was going to go on Caleb Hammer about 2 months ago to talk about his finances, about at the start of the year, because they were saying, "Oh, the quartering is broke." This shit's been going on since probably January, late Feb, early February, and then it's been spiraling ever since. And he basically was then take into account. Oh, I actually saw Mikey No More use the what was it? Used the clip where V talked to him and he admitted he was a gooner.
Oh, yeah.
And
I thought Gooner was a bad thing.
That's what he talked to V.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so about 10 months ago, they say he was in debt like 300,000.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the thing is he's probably been using YouTube paid promotions. And he was going to. Sorry. But he was supposed to go talk with Caleb Hammer. And he basically so hambly was early April he was going to go talk to Caleb Hammer. And he was about to talk to Kino Casino. Like he actually pulled out talking to Kino Casino too.
I don't like that he does that.
It was about March and April when all of this kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the thing with Yellow Flash last weekend. You have last week the thing with Chrissy Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this shit's going week after week, basically. He said he was supposed to be taking a break from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Not. Chrissy Mayer caught it for protecting the quartering, but also protecting Melanie Mack. But also, Chrissy Mayer, I don't think this is why when you start to get into, they can't necessarily, there's nothing else you could say about the quartering that the quartering hasn't heard. So he got found out that he flagged those channels because he did the oopsie when he showed his search bar. He showed reports to YouTube from Unsleeved Media. There was a lot of people who didn't even realize he was Unsleeved Media.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
So he used an old account to flag Warski's channel and Casino Clips channel. He still has a YouTube rep. Oh, and also you could probably find the tweet. Did you heard about the DMs he had with
Josh?
Yes.
Yeah. That was stupid.
He doesn't like Josh Moon.
He said it, he used to.
I mean, what do you mean? He didn't use? Well,
he said he used to stick up for Kiwi Farms, and he liked his Josh's review on his coffee.
You mean the coffee he's overpaying for?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my favorite person on Caleb Hammer, by the way, one of the
Mm-hmm.
worst people I've ever seen, was a liberal who wanted to hate Trump, and she was like making shitty art. And that's why she was in debt. And
Oh,
it was a liberal couple blaming it on Trump.
that's funny.
Look, the problem with Josh Moon, and I file him in the same vein as I file Matt Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
You're good for certain things. Uh, and it's, but Josh's take is like he is so offended. He's so soft. He got offended by Pod Awful.
How so?
He blocked Pod Awful.
What did Pot Awful do?
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know who that is. Brown, long brown haired guy.
Pod Awful basically said he's fat and asked him to show his diet, and then he eventually blocked him.
Yeah, I can see that.
Look, look, Josh Moon's in the quarterings. He also threatened to use Rumble, his power at Rumble,
Mm-hmm.
to go after his haters.
Yeah.
Now, this prompted the Rumble CEO to basically give a general statement. As long as he doesn't do it on our platform, what he does on other platform is their business, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
You see how this spirals and gets worse?
Mm-hmm.
Because people then said you need to go cancel the quartering on Rumble.
Mm. That work?
Term, Terminate his deal there. A lot of people haven't reported on a lot of these details. You don't hear about it because they don't think about it. They hear the ones you see on Twitter, you hear it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, the deleting his Twitter account is the latest of it. He deleted his Twitter, he privated it first, deleted a shit ton of messages.
Mm.
I think he deleted his Twitter account, he added on protected, deleted it, then reactivated it, brought it back, purged of a lot of messages, and that's where it stayed.
Mm.
And every drama farmer and YouTuber has all been over it. On
Mm.
YouTube, the problem is the aftermath of this, it's getting into sections. It's broken containment to a degree. Most of us just don't want to talk about it. It's got to FNT. They're now saying Christy Mayer is damaged goods on FNT because of it. No, she waited 3 days to address drama. It's also because Brittany Venti also wanted to yell at Melanie Mack on stream. By the way,
Mm.
um, she, uh, and trust me, I have no love for Chrissy Mayer. I mean, look, all these people are, she needs to.
Yeah.
She basically I'll be honest. You know, it's weird. It's like seeing fake wizard show up in a lot of other places.
Yeah, he was used in
He's now
uh,
look. I think he has a permanent spot on FNT now,
oh, really? That's cool.
and Hypno.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't. He's not getting the growth that he should. Uh, it was this stream. It was this one right here where they were talking about the quartering. Because she's friends with Camelot.
Sorry. There was someone that tweeted, "Would you let a woman intentionally inflict emotional distress on you?" And Ethan replies, "Yeah, obvious." I don't know. I know.
My
It's true.
favorite part is Brittany Venti.
Mhm.
Looks crazy off in the corner here. There's always been something unsettling about Brittany Venti. God damn it. I can't say it.
Brittany Venti.
By the way, she's weird. I've caught her on other channels, by the way.
Mhm.
See, okay. Cynic said this. Is Brittany Venti crazy? Or does she just play crazy?
Who? Which one? Brittany? Venti?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think both. Oh, both.
Both.
Hmm.
So, this is the one where she kind of caught flack. Basically, it's in this stream. You know, it's more or less it's in this. I don't know if you can find the chat from it. The chat would be here. And Brittany Venti has basically her thing against the quartering. And there's another lawsuit over here because apparently because I forgot 2 months ago he was stealing content. I forgot that he was stealing content basically. Flat out. That's where the oranges thing came from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it came
That's
from
the one
because
with
he got
oranges.
caught stealing content because he kept doing it. He apparently has a lawsuit.
Character from the Ice Age.
Who the fuck's on here? See, this is too busy. So I don't know why Arch ever came on here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get time to
Damn,
talk.
that's a lot of people. Yeah.
It's too fucking much. Eli, who the fuck is Eli Double Tap? See, Quarterback Garrett's been on Arch's channel. Quarterback Garrett. Disparu has. It was actually a really good talk. Fake Wizard's been making his way around.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's why I can't stand this one. But yeah, Hambly has a lawsuit against him now. Like, this is one. Yeah, so yeah, this is you look at this.
I can see.
Yeah, this is where you're starting to see. This is where you're breaking containment. Like, this is what you're starting to see. He breaks containment now. And uh it's definitely may not go anywhere. Might take a long time, but this is going to be big. Like this, I remember, but I was like sure about it because this was what 4 days ago. Mm. See, sorter. See the other. See, yeah, there's a lawsuit. Oh yeah, I heard about this one. See, I might get this. I might get to this. I'm kind of waiting to see. This is finally boiling over. By the way, I called this 2 years. I called this about 4 years ago. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Sony paid too much for them, basically. And I still doing a thing where I pulled the story, but yeah, quartering is very badly in a spiral, and it's very much. Yes, see, Mudahar did his
I hate
video.
good harm.
Why? Mudahar is sometimes based, sometimes not.
He's just a lot of things. They just don't like
This,
the for a while.
by the way, this is the other case that's advancing too. By the way, here.
What is it?
The Reddit mods are about to get doxxed to the courts.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yes,
Yeah, but quartering is really bad. Like quartering, I don't think he's going to get a lawsuit for it. It's going to be interesting because, see, side scrollers called him out again. Like this is all. It's getting worse. I'm waiting for It's a Gundam's video to come out on him. Like this man cannot. Adam Sellers is apparently a domestic abuser and professional cucker of women, of people. That's the bull. Oh yeah, all of his past drama is coming out, and every bit of it is all coming to the surface. So the aftermath with Chrissy Mayer, because the Chrissy Mayer thing, I'd have to find him addressing, like where he addresses it. I have to go back through the FNT and find it. He a week ago wasn't going to have he wasn't going to have Chrissy Mayer on, and I had to say to Renowned, it was about the problem is Chrissy Mayer finally got. Is there a transcript? Because I watched this live. I heard it because he said he basically addressed it and said that she did not want her there. And I've seen this misconstrued too. And it was because, here we are. Found it. It's this. Can you hear the audio? This was a big moment. This is very important because this happened as well just a week ago. But she did.
I can't hear anything.
Huh? Can't hear it. No, I had to download it and cut it out. So here, you know what he's saying, basically, right? He's not going to address it, and he had that off. The silence of the panel was really big. This was basically a bomb that was dropped last week. I guess I'll catch you, Sorter. Yes. So you understand, Chrissy's thing, when it got to Chrissy over the Camelot thing, she waited 3 days to address something. That's an eternity in the internet, basically. Right? You know that, Miss Sparkles, right? Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their whole thing, right? They're like, bear in mind, he went after here. Quartering went after half of these people here. Went after him and Ryan Cannell at one point. He got into a there was a thing when his ratings, when he said his channel was under attack and his channel was dying, he used D-Day Cobra's channel as that. Now, this was Gary addressing this. And the problem is this section is being used Okay, the sad fact is, if Gary's against false flagging and stealing content, you might want to look at the person right next to him. These guys here, both, I can't look at Ryan Cannell. He looks like Beaker. No man has.
Sorry, I didn't charge my phone, my tablet, my laptop in. Sorry, let's see.
Sorry. Here's the thing about this. Ryan Cannell's a weird one. I've never seen a man with such a weird large forehead. He looks like Beaker from the Muppets.
No. That's
See,
funny.
there's
Yeah.
two ways to deal with drama. You can get out ahead of it,
Hmm.
or you can deal with it as it
Hmm.
goes. Okay?
Yeah.
Like Disparu, like if you look how Quarter Black Garrett is,
Hmm.
these guys, they're a lot better. Like Fake Wizard is pretty good, but they're better at dealing with it. The problem with pretty
Yeah.
much when he covers something, it either goes he covers something. If he covers something, this one covers something.
Oops.
He covers the same thing. These two will cover it afterwards, right?
What I call?
Usually, either majority of the content that these guys do, these right here, either come from when Disparu covers it or Nerderotic covers it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That's how it works. If he does it first, one of these guys does it first. See, his content follows Az. Az
Hmm.
is not kicked off of here. Az is just working on his own platform.
Oh, little platoons on there. Watch that guy.
Yeah. They're saying that this is the reason why.
You're crazy.
Okay. The funny part, he mentioned naked yoga.
Naked yoga. Oh yeah.
Okay, for people who don't know and see this in the future, YouTube considered that artistic nudity. Yeah. And then they allowed it to be on YouTube.
Yeah, they did. They don't anymore, right?
I don't know. I don't search it up. But it was a big scandal for a while. It's a very hidden adult section of YouTube. See, this is. That's what I do. Yep.
That's awesome. You're right.
No. See, that's why a lot of people don't pay attention to these people anymore. See, this is the Jeremy. Look, I do not like Jeremy or D-Day Cobra. I do believe a lot of his channel is performative to a degree. He is an editorial thing, but he is correct that when he had the early Geeks and Gamers thing about flagging, you should not flag just to flag because it's not going to be good. The problem now with modern YouTube is they report willy-nilly and they do it. Like Gary knows, you look at a section of YouTube that sets the movie stuff. Like the moment one of these guys in the bigger makes a thing about the Odyssey, I guarantee you they're all in the race to make the first thing about the Odyssey. Does that make sense? They set a meta, they also do it. Say what you want about Nerderotic. The thing about Nerderotic is he is very principled. Now, FNT is far, far, far too busy for me. You know. I mean, Arch only gets through those panels because I need to go check something really quick. Be right back.
You don't know.
Yeah. But the inherent problem is, in fact, that my bad. I guess I am back because she has to switch over. Oh, anyways, I'll just cover this myself. Something probably her own ordering. So now, see, this is what I don't like. This is where I get there. It gets into the moral faggotry of the situation. They are correct. You shouldn't flag a channel, basically, because the false flagging starts that other people think it's okay because the bigger YouTubers do it. And the problem itself is the fake Christian thing is Melanie Mack. Melanie Mack has also gotten recently demonetized. And this is what we find out. I'll say let's run this a little bit. Because the thing is, people should catch up on the drama, like catch up on it to understand it. Because Brittany Venti's part is actually valid with her complaints against the quartering. Then there's other parts of it where it hits every section of YouTube at this point because everyone's either covering it or they think it's okay. Personally, if you don't like someone's content, don't watch it. Don't flag it because it's very much the case. I don't enjoy reporting people or even false reporting. I mean, personally, YouTube content breaks rules. It just starts a wave of it because it caught up Chrissy, it's caught up everybody, it's caught up Melanie Mack. Melanie Mack's already in trouble regardless. I mean, she's attached to whoever she does. She kind of makes money on her own. Disparu kind of like, each one of these guys make their own channel. I mean, I personally don't think Odin does anything on YouTube anymore. Like Odin, I don't think so. I can't think of Quarter Black Garrett does anything on his channel anymore. Fake Wizard still has his. Shad will have his. These guys do daily uploads. So see Camelot had his stream on it too, which so there's also the thing with, even though as a crew can be tight with 10 streamers, like Arch is in this group as well. Not unofficially, but he's been there by proxy. The thing is, you think that one person controls stuff, but that's not entirely the case anymore. Now, I think largely, let's say you have orbiters. Really? Basically, you have orbiters, and they'll regurgitate Geeks and Gamers or Ryan Cannell's talking points. Little Platoon is usually very uh, Little Platoon is usually very his own self. Some of these people, Fake Wizard has his own. I mean, personally, I think some of his takes, like his takes I've heard from him, I'm like, it's just not a good one to have. Comics Division, I've never really. Quarter Black Garrett can be his own person, but he's kind of squelched here. But a lot of these guys, you have people who orbit him. Disparu is by far pretty the fairest. I usually like him. These days, his videos are slightly better than Az's in criticism and format. Gary's is pretty good and laid out, but I don't think he does the scripting anymore. I think it's just the X-Ray Girl or somebody else because he's getting older, doing other shows. Odin, I can't think of the other. So a lot of these people who are very much orbiters, they'll repeat stuff. Shad kind of does his own thing too. I mean, Shad, I think, does this periodically every Friday, but or at most of the time. But you got to bear in mind, it's 12 hours for him. So, mhm. I should download this and have this for safe before it gets buried because of the other. See, that's the problem too. We don't really know what Chrissy really knew because Chrissy operates in a lot of back rooms. And this has been a month. So, and the thing with Melanie Mack got demonetized probably. And then you got Chrissy Mayer, who basically has been doing stuff in back rooms with various channels for years. Yep. See, the leftist attacking Christians line is very much what we use against Melanie Mack. The idea, because there's a whole thing that progressives and leftists got into the church. I had this discussion today with somebody. It's a topic I can't discuss on YouTube because of reasons. It's extremely a little bit fuckery, but you can't because it involves Christians being co-opted. The idea of born again Christians being fake Christians and other things isn't a new concept. It's an old concept. Melanie Mack clings to her Bible as well as her guns, so to speak. But it's also that point Jeremy has said it as well. It's like the guy who shot up the course was going to shoot at the Correspondence Center. He basically was a Christian as well. The problem is Melanie Mack made a lot of her fame on outrage culture, being a gamer thought, to being outrage culture. The problem is it's caught up to her. Now, I mean, does she need to work on her content, figure it out? Sure. The problem, I'm going to have to get a nap before tonight. Another one. But the thing is, you can say your channel's under attack, but unless you have proof, like I know why my views dropped last month. You know, watch time is down, but I'm also kind of struggle to my own streaming, like keeping to a pattern. Like Shad said his channel was under attack at one point. But his channel gets basically buried like a lot of the sword channels and weapons channels do. Because they show weapons. The problem with Ryan Cannell and other people, they're both D-Day Cobra and these, they both do outrage videos. Now, but they don't use their Christian faith as a shield. See, this is the part that I even heard it. I would, because I don't usually stream Fridays. This is basically where this whole section of the clip, you will not find this in the timestamps because they don't go over the whole timestamps. And I don't care if this gets sinks. This is what I heard. The problem is you shouldn't snitch on other YouTubers. Like, I don't snitch. I mean, I have channels I'm not happy with. They have some really bad people around them. I hang around with problematic people. There's people I know that aren't very well liked. I deal with them. The interesting part is I deal with interesting people. It's sometimes more problematic. I mean, I deal with God to see half the people I game with in Division. They're smart people, but they are oddballs. Some of it is like yesterday. People saw it. The thing about the geeks and gamers thing when they are addressing it, Jeremy is still bitter against them. Jeremy Prime, I should say. D-Day Cobra, so you don't get them confused. He's still pissed at the quartering. He's pissed at him. I don't think he forgives the quartering. He doesn't like what the quartering did entirely because the quartering went after geeks and gamers because when another YouTuber just fires a salvo at another YouTuber, it's kind of really, really disingenuous. It's not about size, it's about the present. It's like if someone takes a shot at me, I'm largely playthroughs. I play games and I catch up events. It's like I might do chill streams rebuilding my shit in Doom. That's probably what's going to happen. And the problem with the spiraling is now we're at the damn point it's breaking containment. This is how I feel. Usually when drama comes that I don't start. It's been this way for a long time. She waited. See, this is the part where I disagree. And this is where, if you ever see this section, that's why I need to download this section and cut it out of here for posterity, because this is the clips that are being taken out of context. They're like, I even saw Eric Debunks talked about it. The problem is he didn't listen to the whole little part. He kind of let it play or he just listened. Because a lot of creators, you have to choose your battles. Now, unless it's a fight that I actually start, and I start fights periodically because I get bored or I want to make a point. And occasionally have to mount a head on a spike once in a blue moon to warn other people who come by. The thing about this is, and I have to do this about every year or every other year, about every year and a half. So you have to understand a lot of people. Gary doesn't do drama on his channel. Now, you can arguably say Gary basically covers Disney drama, or filmmaker drama, but that's usually because of the decline of the media. Like, I care about the decline of the media, the politics, and everything else. It's very hard to cover. I can't cover politics how I want. And I got to test the waters at some point and do it. But especially when we get towards midterms. Midterms for in the US are very big. The thing about this is a lot of YouTube channels got caught up. I've seen anti-chud channel. Yeah. That's true, by the way. He bans a lot of people in his chat. Now, I will let people go until they do it. People will go, well, it didn't scam. I'm like, if you're just going to prove yourself to be a disingenuous bitch, I block you. Sometimes half the people that like video game things are dead. It's fine. But I only block people who go out of their way to be disingenuous or total pieces of shit. That moment you prove you're not a good human being, I'm done with you. If you can't act like a human being, you honestly can go fuck yourselves. The thing about this is, quartering, his way of dealing with drama is not addressing it, it's shoving it off. Okay? That's the problem. He shoves it off. He blocked people. That's what he did. And the reason when you talk about the quartering always strikes back. The problem is he'll never address it on his channel. He never has to address it on his channel. He should. He comes from the era of YouTube. You should address it on your damn channel. But you don't. But let's be clear here. I come from the same era of YouTube that man does. I let you have a voice until you shouldn't have a voice. I just have a few simple rules. Don't be a disingenuous bitch. Don't be fake. Don't be performative. Don't be a bad faith actor who goes out of your way to be a total bitch or basically disingenuous cunt. Which those are two different things. Lie on me. Say I do shit and I don't. If people have an issue with me, I've always ever told them, take it up with me. Don't go around. Don't beat around the bush. Come to me. That's the problem with Chrissy's drama. Chrissy's part is she hangs around in back rooms. This is what's gotten her in trouble in a lot of other places. Besides this stuff on F&T in the quarter. I cover Comicsgate. When I cover Comicsgate, like Riley went after Chrissy Mayer. So it gets up Sean. Now the problem is a lot of this stuff is having a blowback. We'll see if this carries over to another week. See, see, let me see. I have to find it. I don't mind it. Let's see. Eric Debunks has like been all over this. This has been his shit for the while. Let's see. So I'm talking about a lot of this. It's like a lot of this was used. Did he retitle this? Oh yeah, see, this is the FNT crack thing 3 days ago. He didn't use that stream that I showed you, right? So this is here. This one. See, I would arguably say the problem is the difference between liberals and conservatives. Like Eric Debunks doesn't transform his content. Like this should have probably been a live stream to itself. Honestly. Because look, conservatives criticize conservatives. It's one of those things. This dude doesn't criticize. Occasionally, he is right. Yeah, she tracked her channel in this. Like, this guy is like one of the ones. Because, let me see, I get to this part a second. Because this is the part where I'm going to go over the point with the anti-chuds. The anti-chud YouTubers are having a fucking field day, by the way, with this. Because they think the quartering is liked by it. Melody Mack hasn't been relevant in spaces for about, I know topic is the other. The anti-woke people are arguably, let me just put it about 238, 230. 238-ish. The anti-woke YouTube is having a field day. Sorry. Now, this is like here. He got this wrong. Eric Debunks got this shit wrong too. I didn't talk about the Rob from Comics Explained thing. This guy, him, Dane, right? See Melanie and Max doing the anti-gay concern, but he's a gaydivist himself. By what I mean a gaydivist is he's about 40, I think he's 47 last year. Gay man, and he still believes gay people are silenced, hated, and buried, thrown from roofs. But he's also a flaming progressive like Dane. Like he goes after stuff for clicks. Like this is 4 hours. He'll probably hit 1,000 views. He hits 1,000. He probably hits his metrics. I mean, his main YouTube is this one here. Like, I don't think he gets half the views anymore from this. He doesn't even get half his views from this anymore. Like, this is nothing, like, for him. Like, he went from doing this to basically doing this. Okay? This is what's getting him more views. Sadly. These things get him a lot more views. Him hanging around Dane and copying Dane. No one gives a fuck about Jester Bell, by the way. Like, let's see. Hold on. I have a here. So I heard about the Otterly Noah thing. Right. I first noticed it on one of these, but then I have a friend who's in that sphere. Here's the thing. It goes back to what I was saying before. Content creators do watch other content creators, okay? Content creators will watch others. Just because you think we do not watch each other live, we catch each other's in VODs. That is a big difference. He says, oh, he attacks him. Asmongold called him a fat grifter, by the way. Oh, if basically just for this alone, you could Nerderotic could basically strike him down for this entirely if he wished, because he doesn't transform his content at all. Me personally, I will let. Look, he knows who Dane is. The problem is, here's what happens. This is, let me tell people the secret of how fucking content works. Let's say I stream, uh, I got my subs here, right? I got subs here. I don't care if people see them. Go back years. All right? Things that relate to this always show up over here. Now, de novo, I wash, Now, a lot of these, right? This is where I have my comment curated, I make my jokes, but a majority I watch both sides. Clownfish I'll catch once in a blue moon. LDR News, because I do gaming and I catch that. Yes, I do love Absolute. The Absolute universe is pretty good. But like, Gary knows who Dane is. Like, probably what happens 90% of the time, larger creators, like a creator is a relative size that does their own research. Actually, this is God honest fact, does their own research before. Some will just straight react, others don't. Gary knows about his critics. It's like when I was going after Comicsgate people. Comicsgate people are fucking flaggots, doxers. Sorry for the term if it offends people. All around straight up faggots. In my time doing YouTube, I've been doxxed twice, attacked, stalked repeatedly, harassed horribly. It's never gotten to me. Have I become more petty about it? No. Not from the sources you think. Gary can be petty and vindictive. Me personally, some people view YouTube as a paycheck, others don't. If other people's content doesn't interest me, I don't watch them. Like, honestly, I'll watch Gary's content, but I won't watch FNT. Now, the thing about this is, because this is the latter half of the aftermath, anti-chuds have been basically chomping at the bits that at this section of the internet fighting. That's why I call it moral faggotry at the highest degree, because it's worse. The problem is Eric Debunks uses this, and it's so stupid. The problem. This man is a fucking hypocrite. And I swear, I have put him in his place and I've called him out on his fucking. This dude is a performative motherfucker, too. And when I mean that, he is performative as all get out. You know that? He's hit me on his channel because he hangs around with Dane. He says he comes from things with logic and reason. But you know how he gained his fame? By covering CW content. You know who his best friend is? Dane. Of actual fandom. This is what they. See, here's a lot of what you're going to find about a lot of the anti people, right? It's a very small section of people. I mean, I never understand that there's a section of YouTube that anti-chuds like Dane, see Dane, Blurred Without Fear, who I used to watch a lot. I watch him for his comics. This is a whole ass his content shift in the last year, 2 years. This man politically is beyond fucked. He is what if Eric Gelida Comics was basically a fat progressive guy who's into alternative lifestyles because him and his wife, well, it's his second wife, he married he did not marry a white woman on his second, a black woman, should I say. His current wife is a whole ass liberal white woman where he has a very good relationship with one of the kids and his own child with her. The first child became non-binary, well, then trans, in that fashion. He was already a liberal guy. He went further left in the last 2 years. He's pretty much all about being blackety black in comics. So a lot of this shit is he covers sometimes is fine, sometimes the indie space. He kicked everything off with Rob, not once, twice. He's not even black enough to walk in the hood. Look, why haven't you unsubbed from him? He still covers comics. He covers more Marvel. Comics Explained covers more cape stuff. Dope Spill covers a bit of everything. Because, like, if he went to FD Signifier, tell you how incestuous this circle is. This dude here Robo used to stream with Dane too. Dane used the N word on his Twitch stream. These are both progressive guys. Basically, they're going to vote DSA. Look, they don't go as hard, though. He doesn't go as hard on stuff, but he got off Twitter. He hates the F&T crowd, but he uses the same tactics. Like, he's starting to grow faster now, a little bit, but it's taken him, what? He started in 2010, going on 16 years. It took him 15 to break 100K. And he went hard to get certain stuff. Now, personally, do I think that he's a little bit too, what's the word? A lot of these anti-chud channels, like Dane is more, what did Dane reframe himself? Dane is the other guy here. Because when you see this, look at this and look at Eric Debunk's contents. Dane moved from Texas to Portland. He lived in Humble, Texas South, near Austin, got off basically probation, moved up there. Calls his dad racist, family issues out of the ass. Now, but this is where when you get in from culture to talk about this, they all talk about the grifts failing. These are weird conspiracy theories he develops himself. None of these views, you'll see a lot of these views, like they go, okay, nerderotics should be scared. No. They all think this shit's fake because they don't understand it. This is where the crossover occurs. Because every time something happens in the chud space, whether it be with the quartering drama, goes down to F&T, it comes down to here. Then people take their talking points from him, regurgitate it back. The problem with Dane is he thinks everybody is a fucking chud. That's the problem. To this day. And he's pretty much the last one standing. And I mean, you can get to these others that go after geeks and gamers, and they put their own spin. Let's see, where are you? Like here. His videos, his stuff, they all do the same. Guess who has access to all of these channels? Would you like to take a guess? Dane. Dane put himself to be able to upload. They all ran with the same headlines. Everybody is done. Okay? Dane has. See, he has access to all these channels. Basically, Dane uploads. See, this dude is a whole. He's a special ed kid from Oklahoma, but you know, and it's that here nor there. I swear to God, every time I want to stream, everybody streams about the same time. Apparently. I mean, Saggy Melons is a, well, God, I don't even know what to call this woman anymore. I'm just. When is the second time or fourth time she's gonna delete her fucking shit on her channel? The problem is she sweeps for Tony. Basically. Oh man, she's fucking hating on Leon. What the fuck? What the fuck? God, see, I've known of her for years. Oh, Arch is streaming Subnautica. Kibbs is streaming Subnautica. Oh boy. See, don't feel bad. I reserve my hatred of other people. Like, I like Razor Fist, but Razor Fist is a separate topic for one day. Look, I like Razor Fist in the fashion that he is based to a degree. But he is about as based. But see, when you get to the other side, he has some of the world's dumbest opinions. But to be fair, he lives in the fucking desert. Okay, I live in Texas, which we are usually moderate Republicans to a degree. He lives in, I think it's like Arizona. He basically, Arizona or Nevada. The idea is they have an independent streak. But it is some of the most furthest. He's not as bad as Melanie Mack, but he is basically a Lutheran Christian. I think it's LDS, or of a classical Lutheran, born again, and he holds an independent view. See, I agree with him more than I would agree with him on Melanie Mack, kind of an idea. But they do have some, when you talk about people on the right that are very far, far, far right, he's damn near close. The problem is, I've never ever really heard him acknowledge, like I do, Trump is not a saint. Because this goes down. You'll never hear him really criticize a lot of people or drama unless he starts it. Now, he gets himself in trouble more politically than he does culture war. So when you talk about the anti-chud, he's up there with it. Like, he doesn't really do, like, you'll see him do this so often. Like, you'll see him do like a video on this. Then again, we come from the same era of YouTube, so it's not. I mean, Razor Fist gets growth like he used to, but him, Arch, they all evolve. So, I mean, I'll arguably say that. I mean, some of these are. He's. But when you look at a lot of people, or the anti woke people like Dane, them, they're pretty bad now. They easily. I mean, granted, most of my content is all that I watch. He has it out. They have it uploaded in a long goddamn time. That's why most of my yeah, this is a topic for another. Yeah. But see, like Shad, you'll find he tries to keep drama off his channel. But the problem with a lot of his stuff, he had to break his. He had to break off his section because it was hurting his channel. His main channel actually gets suppressed due to him using weapons. Now, this has to deal with. That's why I always find it. It's kind of strange. Like, see, Night's Watch is where he does all of his political and his other drama. Now, I usually say this where the anti-chuds, when they come after him, they don't realize when you do weapons or you do other things, there's this strange thing where this gets you suppressed. Uh, where's the other one I used to be subscribed to? Scholar Progenia? Gladiatoria? Yeah, he gets suppressed too. He's doing worse than fucking Chad. Um, these things, like this section of YouTube's been hurt for a while. But a lot of when you see anti-chuds, like what's interesting, by the way, is you'll see a lot of these, like just some guy hasn't uploaded in ages. Now, he's critical list live, isn't he? No, he isn't. Says that. See, I'm kind of waiting for something bad to happen to him. But here's the thing about. Let's be more hidden if he is. Like, Metatron gets a lot of hate, too. Bring up Metatron earlier, I did. See, this is where we say he's changing his content. He's going a little bit from what he does, but he's still sticking to it, but he's more coming out. Because I suspect Metatron's going to get on somebody's radar eventually. Because this is what I was talking about at the top. When I understand classical history, yeah. A lot of these, when you see the certain anti-woke people, and there's more of them than it appears. Dane is the main source. Okay? Dane is definitely the main source. Dane, which is Organized Chaos, and the others. You're going to find a lot of these people. I need to find. See, there's a whole story. But a lot of, like, when you have like the anti woke people, they're taking their turns or taking their laps that basically F&T is fighting. Now, the problem itself, see, there's a whole separate with these people. All right. I want to get into one day. This has to deal with false flagging. Right? There's this false flagging. YouTube basically was going around demonetizing people because they think you do a stream with a pre. Did she actually come on stream? Oh my dear God. That's what Aiden looks like now? Wow. No, well, she's interesting. I wonder what. I wonder what caused her to. When did she? I wonder if this was in response. I'll do the outro here. So she started. See, these type of people are different. So 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So when she got demonetized, she went back on camera. Damn. See, anyways, I'll close it out here, but see, there's a whole I have other topics I have to go over. Like there's a topic about upper echelon. See, there's problems with Aiden. There's look, I like Aiden. Years have not been. Aiden is. Aiden has health issues as well. I am surprised she's come back on camera after so many years. But yeah, there's a whole she was demonetized because they basically see. I have several different. I'm gonna have to figure out about the Starmer thing. Yeah, if I ever say. No, but basically, one of the other topics is the false content. Now, I put this in under future. So, future streams I have planned is I need to figure out how to cover the. It's the YouTube is false flagging. Sorry for brain farts. Half asleep, 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and then you have to do two. So upper echelon has more of the bigger opinion, but about a month ago, YouTube changed a policy and they were flagging here inauthentic content channels. One of the first hit was Aiden Paladin, and then the other. It hit a lot of channels. It hit, and this has been going around, the inauthentic content warning. Um, they were making money, basically, doing stupid stuff or making videos, which they didn't care about. That's one topic. I have the Iran update, but I think that's starting to finally wind down because a lot of stuff we have when it hits midterms, I'll be doing a lot more political content. And unfortunately, that's kind of the weird one. I mean, see, you got here. I don't like this channel. See, some people are very. See, the politics part of the stuff I look at is more or less. Oh, this is just really old. It's nice to see. It's kind of they're still around. It sucks that people get older. But a lot of the stuff I have, it's going to be on politics going forward, not forward, but it's going to be when it hits it. So some stuff I just get recommended, then you get the other ones. Because a lot of things I have going forward is actually like I have topics that are still relevant, but some of them are it's like a combination, it's ongoing. Like the inauthentic content section is the big one. The thing with the Iran disinformation, this is if I can ever get Sorter back. The There's also some stuff with the Trump administration going on. I don't entirely agree. I understand why a lot of people American politics, because by the time we get to midterms, it's going to be a clusterfuck. I both sides, because midterms are going to be very vital. It sounds weird, but it can go either way. And this is the big one. Uh, a lot of that is because there's a lot of stuff that went on with Iran that no one talks about. Like when someone tells me that I don't know what I talk about when in politics, no. I read the government reports and I listen to the better reporting. I listen to Congress. Then, if Congress isn't telling the truth, I read the government reports. You cannot hide what you do. It's not possible. So, politics, I mainly do gaming. I don't know. I'm Look, I don't want to have to be farming up everything in Doom till I'm bloody in the face again, but that's what's going to be really bad. I think eventually but I mainly do gaming, occasionally commentary and politics. The thing with it's like the stuff here. I personally cover all of the sides. Personally, I do have no bias, but look, saying I have no bias would be a lie, but I do have it. I'm pretty fair till someone just proves they're disingenuous. A lot of my enemies are not good people. They're terrible people. I'm sure everyone's heard that. Me personally, I eat a bag of dicks. Really? Really? You're just gonna do that to me? That's cool. That's really, really neat. I'm waiting to see if there's an email or else. And I don't like doing it from my phone. Um, the problem is I don't like doing it from my phone. But it looks like I'm gonna have to. I'm so young. I'm just tired, you know. And I'm going to have to rest up, but I have streams planned. As I said, I largely do gaming. Occasionally, I bounce between this. Eventually, I'm going to have to get back to Diablo 4. That looks like every day I'm going to be in Division 2, and it's just going to suck. But God only fucking knows, but I really should lay down. You know. Yeah. Pardon the outro, I am tired. But I gotta go do a react with multi later, so it is what it is. Folks do not all try to operate on about 3 hours of sleep. Bad things occur. But I am going to be taking a nap, and then I got to go back to do a stream tonight. Yes, but I do plan later when as soon as midterms start, I'll start doing more politics. But a lot of stuff I cover because I know it. But a lot of stuff with the chuds and the anti-chud shit, I've been more familiar with this shit for 10 years. None of this surprises me with people. But again, I guess if you live long enough, you find out. But till then, stay posted. I know these run long, but it's all good. And I'm going to find this spot. Some days are better than others, but I need to lay down and be good. I got about an hour. I will catch people later. But yes, I do got further streams pipeline. But I'm gonna have to get a power nap before the stream. I do go to another. I might be sleeping in this weekend, but dear God, Dodo. Till then, that's why I say some of my gaming content runs long. But I'll sleep well tonight. I will catch people later. Hey, until then, because I have. Okay. Yep. I have to lay down. And then I'm going to have to get back up and then do that. But I have politics and various other commentary topics coming. It's just the question of when and the time. See, that's just when it happens. I need to get this all time stamped too.